Choosing between the Honda Rebel 1100 and the Indian Scout 60 Bobber comes down to attitude and priorities. One leans modern, tech-forward, and easygoing. The other channels classic bobber style with raw character. Both promise torque, presence, and everyday rideability, but they deliver it in different ways. This comparison breaks down strengths, trade-offs, and which bike fits best. Style is one of the strongest reasons many riders choose a cruiser, and the Scout 60 Bobber makes a powerful impression. It delivers a classic American bobber look, with chopped fenders, blacked-out components, chunky tires, and a very low, aggressive stance. The proportions are clean and muscular, and many enthusiasts consider it one of the best-looking cruisers in its class. The Rebel takes a different approach, with modern, minimalist design that emphasizes function and urban style. Its compact bodywork, exposed frame elements, and contemporary lighting give it a purposeful, industrial feel, though it lacks the same retro drama as the Indian. Engine performance is one of the biggest differences between these two cruisers. The Rebel uses a 1084cc parallel twin that produces about 87 horsepower and 98 newton-meters of torque. That strong low and mid-range torque gives the Honda a relaxed yet powerful feel, especially in city riding and on the highway. The Scout 60 Bobber's 999cc V-twin makes roughly 85 horsepower and around 65 pound-feet of torque, delivering smooth power and a classic V-twin character. It feels lively at higher revs, but doesn't pull as strongly at lower speeds as the Honda. In everyday riding, the Rebel's broader torque curve and easier acceleration make it feel more effortless and flexible. Transmission design plays a major role in how easy a motorcycle is to live with day to day. The Rebel stands out by offering Honda's optional dual-clutch transmission, which can shift automatically or be controlled manually through buttons. This system eliminates the need for a clutch lever, making stop-and-go traffic, commuting, and long rides far less tiring, especially for newer riders or those riding in busy cities. The standard manual version is also smooth and easy to manage. The Scout 60 Bobber uses only a traditional manual gearbox. It shifts cleanly and provides a classic riding feel, but it requires more effort in heavy traffic. Weight has a noticeable impact on how a motorcycle feels, especially at low speeds and during parking or tight turns. The Rebel is relatively light for its class, weighing 223 to 236 kilograms, depending on trim and transmission. That lower weight, combined with a low seat height and balanced chassis, makes it easier to maneuver in traffic and more confidence-inspiring for many riders. The Scout 60 Bobber is heavier, typically weighing about 246 to 254 kilograms. While the added mass can give it a planted, stable feel on the highway, it can require more effort in slow-speed riding, U-turns, and tight maneuvers. The lighter Honda generally feels easier to control and less tiring to handle in most situations. Seat height plays a big role in rider confidence, especially for beginners and shorter riders. The Scout 60 Bobber has a very low seat height of about 256.6 inches or 649 millimeters, which makes it extremely easy to flat-foot at stops. That low stance helps riders feel secure in traffic, during parking, and when maneuvering at slow speeds. The riding position also keeps the center of gravity low, adding to that stable feel. The Rebel is still accessible, with a seat height of roughly 27.9 inches or 700 millimeters, and its narrow seat shape helps many riders reach the ground comfortably. However, it doesn't feel quite as low or as immediately confidence-inspiring as the Indian. Technology is another area where these two cruisers take very different approaches. The Rebel comes equipped with a wide range of modern rider aids, including selectable ride modes, traction control, wheelie control, cruise control, and a digital display with useful riding data. These features allow riders to tailor performance and improve confidence when conditions change. The available DCT system also adds a layer of convenience that few bikes in this class offer. The Scout 60 Bobber follows a more traditional philosophy, focusing on simplicity and classic styling. Its electronics are minimal, with basic ABS and fewer rider-adjustable features, which appeals to riders who prefer a pure, uncomplicated riding experience. Both fuel capacity and efficiency influence how practical a motorcycle feels in daily use. The Rebel carries about 13.6 liters of fuel, while the Scout 60 Bobber typically holds around 12.5 to 13 liters, depending on the model year. The difference may seem small, but combined with the Rebel's efficient engine and relaxed cruising character, it can translate into slightly longer distances between fuel stops. That added range is useful for commuting, weekend rides, and light touring, where fewer stops make the ride more convenient. The Scout 60 Bobber remains practical for shorter trips, but its slightly smaller tank and range can require more frequent refueling on longer rides. Price is closely matched between the Rebel and the Scout 60 Bobber, but the details show some differences. The Rebel typically starts at about $9,699 for the manual version, with DCT models around $10,399 depending on trim. The Scout 60 Bobber generally starts at about $9,999, placing it in a similar entry-level range. While pricing is competitive, the Rebel often includes more technology and rider aids as standard, such as ride modes, traction control, cruise control, and optional DCT, which improves daily usability and long-term value. The Indian emphasizes style and simplicity rather than equipment. Everyday usability is where small differences in design and engineering become very noticeable. The Rebel stands out thanks to its lighter weight, smooth and predictable power delivery, and modern rider aids that make daily riding less stressful. Features such as cruise control, selectable ride modes, and traction control help the bike adapt to different conditions, while the optional DCT automatic transmission makes stop-and-go traffic far easier to manage. The seating position is relaxed, and the suspension is tuned to handle typical urban roads comfortably. The Scout 60 Bobber offers a low seat and a stable feel, but its heavier weight and lack of electronic aids make commuting and riding in heavy traffic slightly more demanding. The Indian Scout 60 Bobber stands out for its striking design, very low seat height, and authentic traditional cruiser character. Its styling and classic V-twin feel make it especially appealing to riders who value heritage and visual presence. The Rebel, however, proves to be the smarter, all-around motorcycle. Its stronger torque, lighter weight, and smoother, more flexible engine make it easier to ride in a wide range of conditions. Modern electronics, ride modes, and cruise control add convenience, while the available DCT automatic transmission greatly improves comfort in traffic and daily commuting. When performance, technology, practicality, and everyday usability are considered together, the Rebel delivers the more complete package.